And good morning. This is Mr. Melendez, and I'm bringing you your lesson topic 5.13 Justice After World War II, Part 2. Now, what you have in your screen in front of you is pretty much the same kind of graphic organizer that we attached to your lesson on Monday. The difference is that since this is part 2, in Monday's lesson, we kind of gave you two questions so that way you can kind of get used to the format of how to manipulate and populate this particular graphic organizer. Today, as I'm scrolling down, as you can see, we still populated your graphic organizer with a model, and it's an example so that way you know what it is that we're looking for. So once again, you have the fact on the left hand side, and then you have a statement just like in this one here. Those responsible for the Holocaust should be killed or jailed. They do not have the right to a fair trial in a court of law. And of course, as part of your example model, I went ahead and highlighted strongly disagree. And I gave you my explanation, being that we are Americans and within our particular law and governing body, that every person, no matter who they are, deserves a fair trial, fair and speedy trial, which is part of our U.S. Constitution. And of course, we want to make sure that we're not doing the same thing to them, which is, killing people inhumanely just without trial or rhyme or reason. You're going to be given three distinct questions or three distinct facts that you're going to have to go ahead and make a choice. So as you can see, I scrolled down to your first one. Go ahead and highlight which one, whether you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. And the text box here, as you type your answers or your response rationale, the text box, if you continue to type and you have a very long explanation, the text box is going to grow. So in this one here is asking you the questions about bystanders. Bystanders allowed the Holocaust to happen. If more people had stood up rather than looked the other way, millions of lives could have been saved. The bystanders should have been punished along with the perpetrators, and just in case, perpetrators are people committing the actual crimes. So what I'm asking you here is, does a bystander, a person that is looking at a crime and does nothing about it, is that person guilty just like the person that's actually committing the crime? All right. So you're talking about individuals who were Jews themselves, who were witnessing the slaughter of Jews by German soldiers, Nazi soldiers. All right. Because they didn't do anything, because they didn't fight back or anything like that, should they be tried the same way as a person that did the killings? That's what I'm asking you here. In this one, it says defendants were charged with 4 crimes. One of these crimes was crimes against humanity. Basically, what this one is saying is that spreading hateful lies that result in harm to individuals is a crime against humanity. So we're looking at it from the Jewish perspective in this one. You want to look at, because they were spreading lies about Jewish people, calling them inferior, letting German citizens know that the reason why your life is so miserable is because the Jews made it that way. All right. That along with this kind of like hate speech and information being processed through the entire European continent, that this ultimately led to the extermination of Jewish people in Europe. So once again, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, and then go ahead and type in your rationale for why you made that choice. In the last question here, the last fact, the only person responsible for the Holocaust was Adolf Hitler. Nazi leaders were following the laws of their country and the orders of the elected leader. They should not be punished. And what they're saying is that a lot of Nazi soldiers that were being brought to these Nuremberg trials, that they were being charged crimes against humanity, and they were arguing that they had not broken any laws because they were just following orders. So these individuals, soldiers, are saying, well, I'm a soldier. They gave me an order that I had to kill Jews. So all I did was follow those orders. Doesn't matter that I killed hundreds of Jews. I was just following orders. Should those people not be tried at all? So once again, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, and go ahead and write your answers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the lesson. Um, this is going to be due on Friday. It's not going to be due on Sunday. It's going to be due on Friday at midnight. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or Miss Sonia, or just go ahead and come visit our office hours. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the lesson. This is Mr. Melendez, and I am punching out. Please have a good day.